Let's see the difference, how the summary created previously from this change to become like this one. So you see there are the reporting format in the daily format, so I can select the month. Okay, so the month will be showing like this, and then all the numbers will be highlighted in red, and then there's a total over here, and then this one from January to December. Okay, so let's say I want to see the July data right over here, July. Okay, so I change over here from January until I choose July, and then the reporting type I change to daily. So when you see the daily here, right, so I can have a breakdown as like this. Okay, so this one will show carry from where to where. Okay, so and also you can see the date up to 31st. Okay, let's say I don't want to see July, I want to see February. So you see the things over here, it will automatic change, and then I change to April. So April will be 30, and then May will be 31st. Okay, so the color will change accordingly. Okay, so how we do this? Okay, that's this video talk about. Welcome back to the Spreadsheet Edit channel. So today we will further proceed on the summary part. Since I have created a if formula and also share the command tools, so I will not further elaborate. So you just look at this example. Okay, this is one of the previous example on the public holiday template. Okay, so from here, right, what I'm going to do is right click on the sheet, and then you see duplicate. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so this summary, right, I'm going to rename it to summary 2. Okay, and enter. So this one's right, report. So the first thing I will put is the report. Okay, return, and will come back what's the report type. Okay, so this one is report type. We can have a daily report, monthly report, yearly report. Okay, but based on the data currently we have, right, it's only daily report and monthly report. Okay, so later on we look how the monthly report and daily report looks like. This one's right, basically this one. Okay, this one up to here I can delete, and then and between this report, this one's right, I'm using the Google spreadsheet. Okay, so for the rest, the only difference is data validations there. Okay, so from here, first of all, okay, we look for the long term one, year, month. Okay, we put year and month. That's the reason why we put these two. Okay, so first one, okay, when we are talking about the monthly report, we need to consider year. When we talk about the daily report, we need to consider month. So this is why there's a three selections over here. Okay, so the report type over here we put is a daily or monthly. Okay, so for time being you only daily or monthly. So from here we put a report type daily and monthly. Again, we can also do for quarterly if you want. Okay, so the logic will be different. So for now we use the most common one is daily or monthly. Okay, so this one we already created on this, and then we go back over here and look for data validations, and then we are going to create the data validations. Okay, so add the rules. This one. Okay, until the downside over here, right, once I press this one, okay, and I go and press this done, right, it still fall under parameters. Okay, actually I will expect it falls under here. Okay, so this is the one. Actually the rules over here, right, So and then we go for the advanced options, we choose arrow, okay, and press done. Okay, so it looks much better compared to the just now. For yearly and monthly, okay, so year, and we go for the parameters, okay, and of course currently only got one year of selections. From here we are based on the input, okay, so from input there we'll do some customization. And also the monthly one, okay, month, normally we have how many things we have over here. So for the months one, and between this one, they change, resize the column and put the colors. Where is the fill? It seems I've been hide. Okay, so I just remove this one. Okay, yeah. So the year, I do some this one's right in digit. Okay, of course this one must be text, okay, from here until here. So what I'm going to change, plain text, okay, so it's some sort of the hard code over here. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 0102 03 04 05 06 07 809 101 12. Okay, so this one will be size difference. We are going to use the sort first, okay, so and then unique. Okay, where's the unique functions? We're going for input here. So and using the, this one is E2, start from E2 until E. So I close twice and then it will sort nicely. So for time being only 2023, so this one is based on your data. So your input, when you input there's more than 2023, it will keep on increasing. And this money, okay, so no worry, this one will be from lowest to highest, which is sorting from the lowest first to the highest, okay, so which means to the later years. For earliest year now is 2023, if come that there is 2024, it comes down at the second line, okay. So from here we're doing repeat the same things over here. So from here, right, so we see, okay, steady and yearly, and of course we must check based on this one, this three, when we bold it, because this one, this is the selections, okay. For the yearly one, go back to the data validations and then do the same things, okay, add rules. So as usual, this one I need to move to here because kind of disturbing when I selection of the data. So from here, this one is I, okay. So from here, go to advanced options, always choose arrow and go back to summary sheet. So we have 2023 and go to the month, okay. So from here we're going to add another rule, and again this one need to drag to the right, and this one, and you ensure, okay, is up to this. Okay, so put the total size in front of column and also the row to ensure it's just absolute reference. Okay, and then go for the okay, so the reason why I'm doing this over here, so later on I'm going to review to you. It sounds like very funny to see over here, right? I expecting it comes here. Okay, you see this one, right? Oh yeah, here. Cannot see nicely. This is the things. It's quite hard to find. Okay, so and then I adjust the column so that I can have a easier point of view here. Okay, so this one, go back to the summary here, and then check this one. What's the one options? The one options. Okay, so this is just a double check. So from here, right, you see that journey over here. So what I'm going to do over here, okay, of course we're going to check few things over here. If, okay, and to have a practice, we always close the if. Okay, and whenever there's an open bracket. Okay, so I'm using the ultimate formulas which I like to use most. Okay, so I'm checking on this one and I close another one. Okay, so if this one equals 0, and okay, otherwise so I'm going to do if error in case, and then we can use VLOOKUP. It doesn't allow me to do the selections. Okay, so from here I'm going to look out the value, this value, and then what's the reference value over here. So I'm going to look for from here until here. Okay, so the second row, second column, I'm assign match. Okay, this is what I want, and that goes to if, and okay, so there's nothing over here for the moment. So once I select, okay, so it's become this one. Okay, and from here there's one more things we need to consider, which is the date of the month. Okay, so from here, right, so there are several things we need to consider. First thing is like you see the date, right, the end of the month, how many month end of the month we have is 28, 29, 30 and 31. There are four possibility. This one only happens on the leap year. Okay, so we can use the month end formula if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so these formulas will come. Okay, so in the second part, so for the first part I just let you know the idea, basic idea over here. So from here, right, so then we get the end of the month. The reason why, because over here we're going to display a series of date, and then we're going to control using conditional formatting, going to hide it. Okay, and then you show it. Once you select, it looks nicely. Okay, so for the time being you cannot visualize until I show the final product to you. Okay, which you can see in the earlier video. Okay, so from here, so this is three things: year, month, and the end of the day. Okay, so this end of the day will be varies based on the selection of the month, and of course your report type, okay, you reflect the whether this output is the monthly or daily report. So for the daily report, if you select the month, okay, it will show accordingly. Okay, if you select the monthly, it will display from January until December, okay, which is only 12 column. So from there you can see money report or debt report in more precise manner. So from there I can put something different over here. First thing over here, right, we can see, okay, the persons, okay, so there are several things we can consider. The report also varies, okay, from here. What we can think of is leaf type, okay, so it's still I will do the later on this one, all selections later, okay. So when you go back over here, right, this is the leaf type and also total leaf taken. So this leaf, right, we will not consider what's the leaf, and then we can have a further breakdown accordingly if you want, okay. So from there we can have a nested selections, okay, provided it will not go beyond that. This one's right, okay, leaf type. From leaf type over here, okay, so there are several way you can do. Either you can do this one, okay, you can select the unique, okay, and sorting. It will show over here, okay. I mean, whenever they add a new leaf type, it will show, okay. So for example over here, right, okay, this is the challenging part, okay. So the best way over here, right, the best one is still I could make a static report. But the static report means over here, which mean that this is the 4, okay. When you add another parameters, then you add another one over here, and then you need to drag additional formula, go to a row down, okay. So this one we can see across the day and the month, and then if this one happens, right, okay, this one, okay, this is based on leaf type, and then we can also have the same things over here, staff name, okay. So these are the 4 staff, and of course this one is you need to have additional space over here so that we can make it nicer. So from here I'm going to do the filtrations from B5, okay. So the view, and then I freeze up to row 5, okay, and then I'm going to freeze again up to column B. So this is the view, looks perfectly, okay. And of course this one, okay, so control copy and then paste over here so that it looks much arranged manner. So from here, so this one we still can just a bit, okay. The reason why I didn't do this one because I need to look back the reference formula, because I had created similar things. Then we will build accordingly, okay. So this one will be shown in the part 2. For the part 1, basically we will just do the skeleton over here, and for the part 2 you'll see more formulas, and then I will try to not explain as much as like now. This one I let you know this is the idea. So when you selections, this is the selections, looks nice, okay. So everything looks nicely, and of course this one, once you've done the selections, need to disable it, okay. So month end formula is like this. If this one, yeah, it's like end of month, and then start date, okay. Okay, good. So start date, so the start date is, it must be this format, okay. So the end of month we do not need to bother any much. So the start date we will hard code it, okay. You can try, always try an error. The reason why I'm not very sure this one, because I quite some time didn't do anything. So this one is hard code as one. So from here, still not allowed. Strange. This one's C3, sorry. I put the wrong one. Okay. So sorry, this one is B2. That's why I put the wrong one. So this is C3. Okay, B2, there's a value on B2 but don't have C3, C2, but for the B3 is represent the character, and then C3 is the text. That's why sometimes, right, this is quite annoying, you know. See this one, right? Okay, if you understand very well, right, you see this one. Okay, so this is the thing, and of course this one I make it nicer. So now it shows much better, and over here we just take the date. Okay, so at the end of the day we get the nice value here. So when we change this one, right, let's say to June, we change. Okay, so this is the formula, and this one, okay, so later on we are going to check this one, the date. Okay, and also when sections of the month, this one will be January until, okay, December. So let me calculate: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So this is the 12. We put the yellow color first, and of course this one we close it, this one also close it. This is 12, right? When we come about the date, right, there's 31st. So 31st, okay, so we need to have another 19. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12. So this is 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 12 plus 7, sorry, 7. Okay, so add 7 to the right. Okay, so the column looks nicer. So we just remember this one. Okay, so when for this one, right, we're going to use one formula to replace subsequently. Okay, so the formula will be, of course, there's a if inside. Okay, so when I come over here, what I think about, okay, if when we tracking the formulas one, we always need to put the absolute reference. Okay, trim this one, and of course absolute reference. Okay, so what's the next if? So the next if will be, we put it as the P1 where is the money, and then why is it's not money. So another one we can think about is, so we copy the same thing over here. This one we need to change it to daily. Why is not okay? So we'll put invalid or whatever, and of course this one I need to change to the other format, otherwise I cannot make funny things. Okay, so these are the formula. Let's check first. Okay, so if money, we just put 1 first, and then 2, and anything's not this one's right, so you just need to put the other way. We put the other way better. The reason why, if let's say in the future when to add daily, okay, I mean add yearly, right, we still can have the extension of the formula. Okay, so this one 1 and 2. Okay, so if daily, this is the true conditions we are thinking about. Daily, right, the first one is the first cell. Okay, so we're going to consider we need to put 1, otherwise we didn't put 1. Okay, so when you see this ones, right, when it's the daily we put 1. For this one, if it's the money, we put January. And of course it's not that straightforward. If we want to drag to the right, this is the first formula, so we need to amend some logic under the true conditions here. So that's why the nested if is complicated over here. So the idea from here, we're going to add another if here.